Good morning, good morning, good morning. How we doing this morning? I got my Bruce Lee shirt on this morning. Can y'all see that? Move the mic out the way. No fear. Oh, what does it say? Fears, no option. I think it's good. Fears. I don't know what it says. Oh, fears for others. Bruce Lee. Happy birthday to Bruce Lee. Just had a birthday not too long ago. All right. Let's get into it. Let's get right into it, y'all. Time is 7:12. 12 after 7. All right. I ain't scared of no gator, Jacob giggled. But if I saw a grizzly bear, I'd probably run all the way home like the Flash, leaving you standing right here. I'm sorry, Daddy, but I ain't messing with no grizzly bear, said Jacob, watching his son as he painted his words with animation. Henry pressed hard to contain laughter, but the boy continued overly expressing how fast he'd run, going through the motions. Excuse me. All right, I'm just getting settled in, but I'm also getting hot. I'm drinking coffee, and I got my robe on, so let me take this robe off and close these blinds. Fears for others. Fears for others. Fear is for others. Fears for others. No fear. No fear here. I ain't scared of no gator, Jacob giggled. But if I saw a grizzly bear, I'd probably run all the way home like the Flash, leaving you standing right here. I'm sorry, Daddy, but I ain't messing with no grizzly bear, said Jacob, watching his son as he painted his words with animation. Henry pressed hard to contain the laughter, but the boy continued overly expressing how fast he'd run, going through the motions while pumping his legs up and down in place. Looking inside his son's eyes, seeing them stretch wider with every expression, and remembering those same eyes on the face of his father when he told his elaborate stories. Soon Henry found himself so jammed with amusement he could no longer contain himself. He exploded with chuckles, hissing and spewing before coughing out laughter everywhere. And as he sniggered and hooted, his son continued to over-exaggerate, driving the stake deeper into his father's funny bone. Gasping, Henry bent with one hand on a knee. The other was holding his stomach, pleading without words for his son to stop. He called for a timeout by putting one finger in the air, but the boy continued on. Little Jacob had inherited his late grandfather's innate ability to drum up laughter in the simplest ways. He was a shark swimming in a sea of humor, and when he smelled blood, there was no letting up until tears flowed. I'm telling you, Daddy. Did he say that already? I'm telling you, Daddy. I'd run to the moon if I had to, the boy said. And if one of those big old gators was to bite my foot off, I'd still be running and hobbling. As Henry continued laughing hysterically, joyful tears began running down his sun-baked face, a handsome face burnt bronze in color. Let me see. As Henry continued laughing hysterically, joyful tears began running down his sun-baked face, a handsome face, burnt bronze in color, a face that had seen so much in its 38 years. Soon the tears were like rivers traveling down smooth hills, streams that found his thick beard like an African delta. He was a slender man, standing average height. His body, all 160 pounds, was that of a lumberjack. Not a shred of that. Of a lumberjack. Not a shred of fat, and with the back of a prized cotton picker as well as a grip that would bring down a bodybuilder, his natural strength had been galvanized by climbing tree after tree for a living. But now he was there with his boy, his only son, his focus at the moment, not the years lost or the time he'd never get back. Once fixated. But now he was there with his son. My mind just went somewhere else, Okay, y'all, let me just go ahead and confess. Didn't get a lot of sleep last night. The time is 7:19. I think I went to bed it was almost 12. I don't know. But I didn't get a lot of sleep, but I'm good. I'm waking up. So we're just gonna take it slow. We're gonna slow it down. Slow it down. But now he was there with his son, his only son, his focus at the moment, not the years lost or the time he'd never get back. Once fixated on spending valuable time with his boy, his attention was being carried away. Okay, that paragraph is kind of strange. Oh boy, it's 8:25. I'm sorry. It's been 8 minutes, almost 9 minutes, y'all. Y'all know my rule of thumb. I got to get past 15 minutes. I got so many thoughts going through my head. So many thoughts. Not thoughts about the story even. It's just, other things. But I'll recalibrate, zero back in and get back here in a second. Y'all hold tight. Let me pause this for a second. All right, I'm back. It's probably going to be a 15-minute day today, y'all. Okay. But now he was there with his son. But now he was there with his boy, his only son. His focus at the moment, not the years lost or the time he'd never get back. Once fixated on spending valuable time with his boy, his attention was being carried away. Yeah, so now I just gotta put, let's say, though fixated. You can't say once fixated when you just said, but now he was there with his boy, his only son, his focus at the moment, not the years lost or the time he'd never get back. You can't, and then say the next sentence, once fixated. No, doesn't work like that. And I didn't say anything yesterday, but this risk I'm making compost. I'm going hard on compost. As a matter of fact, I'm making compost with the help of my youngest brother. And, because he's occupied doing other things, I'm doing a lot of the physical labor. He's helping me. But this last pile that I turned the entire pile by myself, and I turned it in record time, if you guys know anything about making compost. And the reason, it's a few reasons why I'm making compost, but I want to say one of the main reasons is because it's a stress reliever. And like I just told you guys, I got some things on my mind. But I went a little too hard because the sun was going down, and my brother asked me to help him with the ceiling fan, and I'm like, okay, I'll help you with the ceiling fan, but the sun is going down, so I have very little time. And when you flip compost, you want to flip it all at once. You don't want to flip half, then the next day flip another half, because it won't work right. So after I helped him with the ceiling fan, I went back out and I just finished flipping the compost. But you guys, I'm almost 50. If God willing, I'll make it to 50. God willing, I'll make it to 100, 130. Yeah. Anyways, if you can put stuff out there, put out the best stuff, you know what I mean? Anyways, so I'm turning this compost, and this is the last time I turned the compost. It was like 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And I didn't notice at the time, but my wrist was already hurting. I think I just did more damage there, and my back, it just completely almost took me out the game for a couple weeks. My back is feeling better now, thank God, but my wrist it's feeling better. Believe it or not, it's feeling better. But it's just, you use your wrist for a lot of things. Typing is one of those things. Typing, yeah. And I'm not the best typer, but anyways, I didn't want to say that, but I didn't want to tell you guys that, but anyway. But now he was there with his boy, his only son, his focus at the moment, not the years lost or the time he'd never get back. Though fixated on spending valuable time with his boy, his attention was being carried away by the powerful current of humor as the son continued with his antics. Though fixated on spending valuable time, I don't know if that sentence makes sense. We will revisit that. Out of breath, he gave a gasp before saying, "Boy, if there was any critters near this pond, there ain't none now. All that racket you making. I'll be surprised if the fish ain't packed up and leave." Biting his bottom lip to prevent smiling, the amused father was doing his best to keep his composure as he looked down at his 10-year-old son with what was meant to be a frown on his face. "Now, Jake," he said in a strong whisper, "you gotta learn how to control that. You can't be out here in nature acting a fool." He turned, wiped his face before adjusting the .22 caliber rifle draped across his back. "You gotta start taking things a little more serious. What if there was a coon sleeping in the bushes? We could have shot it and take it home to eat. One day you'll be a man, maybe. Then you'll see." Alright, so it's been 15 minutes, y'all. It's been 15 minutes, and I apologize for my lack of energy. I'm going to stop it right here, man. This is going to be a short and sweet one today. Till next time, y'all hit that like, leave a comment. This is Anthony L. Kelly. I'm out.